What's going on YouTube? Flashy here, and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. Today, we're going to be talking about a weapon in the game that I never thought I would end up enjoying to use, and that is the charge rifle. The reason I say that is because when Season 4 first launched and I got back into Apex, I picked the charge rifle up a few times because I never really used it before, considering it came out after I stopped playing the game a while back. I did hear that apparently a few seasons back though, this sniper rifle was absolutely broken, but has since caught plenty of nerfs in order to bring it back down to what the developers and the community deemed to be balanced. And now at this point, I've seen quite a few different YouTube videos talking about the charge rifle and how great it still was, so I was like, you know what, let me try it out. But honestly, after a few games of trying this weapon out, I gotta say that I was not a fan of it at all, in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't hit any shots, and the way the weapon operated confused me, and overall I felt like I was just useless to my team if I had to pick one up. Then one day, somehow everything changed. I hot dropped in a ranked game, and in the scramble of trying to find a weapon, all I could find was a charge rifle and a scope. Now, I don't know if it was all the adrenaline or just the sheer will to not get demoted, but I was lasering people with this weapon. No pun intended. Ever since then, I've pretty much always had a charge rifle in my loadout, and it has definitely led me and my squad to some ranked wins while netting some serious damage for myself. So with that, let's get into the reasons why I think this gun is actually a lot better than some people may think. Reason number one is that it's so overwhelming to be in the sights of the charge rifle. Yes, maybe you're only taking 3 ticks of damage as you're getting hit by the beam, but this causes a major panic for the player because their screen starts burning up, they start scrambling to find out where the shot is coming from, and then as the charge is complete, it lets out a serious blast that's loud and can incinerate your shields. You can even try this out for yourselves. Next time you see an enemy, you don't even have to hit them. Just shoot your charge rifle next to them and you'll see them get frantic and look for any cover they can find without thinking. While your enemy is frenzied, this is a perfect time for your other 2 squad mates to move in with close range weapons or an LMG and start really laying down some heavy damage because the other team was way too busy either healing from your shots or trying to spot you and call you out. Reason number 2 why the charge rifle is a great weapon to have on a team in Apex Legends is because it is pinpoint accurate. I'm sure that many of you know this by now, but bullets in this game are affected by gravity and begin to drop over long distances. Also, when shooting at enemies at longer ranges, you have to account for travel time, so this can make tagging enemies at a distance a bit tricky. But with the charge rifle, it's essentially a hit scan weapon, which means where you aim, you'll hit. So a quick tip for this weapon is to use the 4x by 8x sniper scope or the 6x scope. These two give you great range, and since the charge rifle shoots a laser wherever the cursor is, you can hit some very impressive shots. This also works incredibly well in Season 4 because on this map, World's Edge, you will almost always find yourself in a long range battle with a team just trying to see who can crack shields and rush first. The charge rifle fits in very well for the current meta and map, which is why I think it's crucial to have one running in your squad at all times. And now reason number 3. Not so many attachments are needed to make this gun work well. Honestly, you're only allowed to put 2 attachments on it anyway. A stock and a scope. Now, when talking about the sniper scopes, I would go back to the last point where I was referring to the 6x scope or the 4x by 8x. And when it comes to the stock, which for those of you that don't know, it lowers the sway of the weapon when you're zoomed in and allows you to change weapons faster. You guys can see the sway comparison going on right now. On the left here, we have the charge rifle with no stock, and as you can see, it does kind of move a bit. And then on the right, we have it with the purple stock, where it essentially is not moving at all. And again, this is a hit scan weapon, so you are lasering wherever that cursor is. Now, since this weapon requires minimal attachments, you can pick one up at the very beginning of the game and essentially be good to go. Any team you run into will likely not have the best armor in the early game, and you'll be able to net some serious damage and provide your teammates with easy early game cleanups. And now finally, what I like most about the charge rifle is that overall, it's just really fun to use. Lining up a shot and seeing that laser charge up and just beam an opponent at a long range is really satisfying, especially when you can hear their shields breaking. Climbing the ranks in Apex can definitely be stressful, but I guarantee taking the time to learn how to use the charge rifle effectively will definitely turn your mood around when the games aren't going your way. You'll see your damage numbers going up, and you'll feel like you own the entire map and everyone has to hide from your death beam. And that about wraps up today's Apex Legends video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm interested to know your guys' thoughts on this weapon because like I said at the beginning, I went from hating it to making it a staple part of my loadouts. If you guys want to check out my life behind the scenes, then be sure to check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm